Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Gate.
We are having so much fun, and we know you're going to love our next guest. His name is Tony Walker, and he is a comedy guy. Comedy cures everything. So.
Absolutely. I had cancer at the age of 32, and I do believe that the laughter and the positive attitude got me through it just as much as the medications did, which led to the comedy troupe that I run called Knockem Dead Comedy. We do dinner theater, murder mysteries, game shows, kid shows. We're not stand-up or anything like that, just comedy shows, variety shows.
So you go to restaurants and where else? Like theaters?
Restaurants, private parties, corporate events, fundraisers. Did I say fundraisers?
Fundraisers, firehouses.
Comedy shows, they're murder mysteries, they're audience participation. It's a scripted show because there's clues and hints that have to go out, but it's not a don't blink or you'll miss something. It's not Agatha Christie.
Right.
It's a comedy. It's lighthearted, but one of the characters does get killed,
right.
And then the audience has to figure out who did it and why. And if it's a private party or a corporate event, we personalize it to fit their event.
Now, do you ask the audience for help with the mysteries? Or
Yeah, they solve it.
All by themselves.
Based on what they saw during the show, we even give them a little section where they can interrogate the suspects.
Oh, that's
and,
fun.
So we'll deflect, deny, point fingers at other characters, but everybody makes the rounds throughout the whole room and talks to people.
The show is guaranteed. It's 100% guaranteed fun.
Totally.
Everywhere we go,
Always.
everybody loves that show.
The audience just get so involved, and there's just such a part of the show, and that makes it even better.
Other things that you do aside from mystery.
we do game shows. Oh, the game show, we have a podium with lights and buzzers and sounds, and it's basically
Like
a trivia game show, or it could be, again, we ad-lib with that too. So they may want a trivia game show, but if we show up and they're a loud, boisterous group and they're a lot of fun, we could ask them to do funny physical challenges or do some karaoke or whatever, or name that tune, whatever we feel like doing, and they'll be willing to do. We'll take it there.
What movie introduced the phrase, "There's no crying in baseball"?
Oh, wait.
What letter comes after A? Go ahead. B is correct!
Is there a favorite skit that you do that just still cracks you up every time you do it?
We do a lot of audience participation murder mystery shows, comedic murder mystery shows. And there's two shows. We have a mob show. We're in New York. You have to have the mob shows. And we have a redneck wedding, which is just
I have to come see that one.
You're welcome anytime. Anytime. In fact, I even brought
growing
you a
up
shirt.
in St. Louis, Missouri, I have to say you did.
Of course I did.
Hey.
That you will wear everywhere you go. In fact, I have a whole bunch there. I'm giving one out to everybody.
Everywhere I go. Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
Knockem Dead Comedy.
Oh, that's great.
Can I
Knockem Dead
pretend I'm
Comedy.
drinking something?
Excellent. Yeah, you can pretend like
Thanks,
you're drinking
thanks.
something.
I'm having fun on the set.
We actually do put water in it when guests ask.
Just
we
not
do. But
this
if you
guest.
if you don't ask ahead of time, wait. This one's full of water. You ready?
Nice.
1, 2, 3. All right. There you go.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
This is Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
Okay, we'll just do that for now.
Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show.
Hi there. It's Monday. Welcome, everybody, to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show, coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. That is the name of the YouTube channel. That is the name of the Facebook page where we're talking to you on YouTube. That's right. Go to the YouTube channel, hit that thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. And please share the show. Please hit that share, copy thing, and paste it all over your social media pages. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, especially this one since we're live right now, but all the great shows. And even Flip Tracks Radio, but there is no Flip Tracks Radio on tonight, unfortunately. But, yeah, lots of great shows here, including more shows, new shows coming your way very, very soon here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We are coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, where you can see some great shows this weekend, and you can see John Ziegler on May 21st. You can head on over to the Giggle Room here at Governor's in Levittown, where you will see Steve Rocco Perillo this weekend with Bridget Kavanaugh, Nikki Gins, Les Deegan. That's all on Friday. All those great people just on the one night. And don't forget Terry McNeely and Chris Cassandro May 6th. Joe Pontillo and Brian McGinnis May 21st. Of course, you got great shows at the Brokerage in Belmore. And McGuire's out in Bohemia, where this weekend Kevin Brennan and Bob Levy, Friday and Saturday. That's a good show. Right there. And of course, if you would like to do your own podcast, look at this great big studio we have for you with lights and microphones and cameras and equipment and phones and monitors and Zoom and graphics and seats and water and a rug. We got all sorts of good stuff. We got people that'll take care of all this stuff for you and make it happen. So if you'd like to do a podcast with us, or you want to do your own video podcast, you need to record any type of audio and or video, get in touch with us on our Facebook page, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Contact us on our Facebook page, and we will hook you up. We will hook it. Hi, everybody. How was everybody's weekend?
Good.
How was your weekend?
Busy, but good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we were in here. We did the green room. That was fun.
I am still buzzing from Saturday's live from Governor's Green Room.
It was fun.
We missed Don Sill tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
I had a chat with Don. In fact, I don't even think I told you this. I had a chat with Don yesterday.
You keep such secrets from me.
I do. I'm confessing to you now that I had a talk with Don Sill. Yeah, I told him we had a great show, but it still was not the same without him.
No, never.
Never. Yeah, I love working with Don. Love that man. But we still had a great show. We had Carla Okerson popped in. Our pal Jeff Bosey hung up, which I want to get back to Bosey in a second. But, yeah, Bosey was here. Tim Gage hung out for a while. Tim Gage, always so gracious. Him. Yeah, he's always so gracious with us and supports us so much and hangs out. And we have good conversations with him, and we laugh. He's great. Eric Tartaglione was in here. Eric, who sold out the Giggle Room Saturday night. He hung out for a few minutes. Chris Williamson, who was hosting that show, he was in here, and we yelled at him.
Yeah, I like him, too. I've seen a lot of Chris because he's friends with Joey Petroni.
Yes.
And so he hangs out on his show often. So I've gotten to know him a little bit.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Really nice, like super nice.
Marla Schultz was in here, who we had not seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Marla used to have the show in here with us.
How long ago was it that she had the show? Was it over a year?
That she had the show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, remember she had 2 different shows. Between the 2, I would say it was probably close to 2 years, right?
Okay.
Probably, at least, yeah, around there somewhere.
All right.
And it's probably been, what, maybe at least 6 months since she's done, probably more than that since she's done
Yeah,
the show
more.
here. Yeah, probably last summer when it ended.
Yep.
So it was very nice to see her, and it's her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Marla.
Happy birthday, Marla Schultz. So who else came in? Steve Rocco Perillo, Carla Okeson.
Okay.
What?
You said Carla, so I was.
Oh, did I say Carla already? And
yeah,
then
Carla came in with because she got a dog, her first dog with her kids, and she got a Havanese when she was on vacation, and she actually texted me. She's like, because I talk people out of getting dogs all the time. Well, because I know their lifestyle, and like if you ask my opinion, I mean, I don't like throw my opinions out there, but if you ask, I'll like look at the family and I'll be like, nope, that's too busy of a dog for you, or, you know, whatever the reason. But a Havanese, I know she's been looking for a dog for a long time, is probably her best bet, you know, but she wanted to go with a puppy. So the next year is going to be difficult. But
right, 'cause she's got to train that sucker.
But I was like, yeah, I would absolutely do it. I asked if it was from a puppy mill. She said, nope, she knows the family and they had puppies in their house. I'm like, jump on it. So she's going to be miserable for she's going to be hating me for 6 months, but.
Jump on it.
Yeah.
What about the dog?
That was bad. I
was
expect
bad.
so much better from you.
Sorry. Well, speaking of better, Liz Batapete says good morning. Liz Batapete and Melissa, they were in here on Saturday.
They were in here. It was great seeing them.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen Melissa in a little bit, so it was cool to see her.
And again, my apologies for cutting you guys off, Liz and Melissa. But
they're professional enough to know what we got to do in here.
Absolutely. And we had to cut them off because the one and only Jim Florentine stopped in here.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm still on
He
a
was
buzz
very
from that.
nice.
I'm a big fan of Florentine and his work.
Mm-hmm.
He hosted a show for a long time called That Metal Show. Yeah, he's that was a big thrill for me. I like to kind of get the same type of energy that he had on That Metal Show.
But we're too old.
What?
I don't know.
Oh no, the show was just on. It just ended maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, really? He looked much younger on it.
Yeah,
than
you
he was
think?
now? Yeah.
He's older than us.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, maybe only a year or two older than you, because you're a lot older
Now
than
I
me.
hate you.
Liz is not a problem. Thank you, Liz. Andy Plagano. So I want to get this dog, but my wife is super allergic to it, but I really want it. What should I do? My allergies are like all of a sudden this morning, like just since we started the show, my nose is killing me.
Maybe you have to be around the dogs to not have the allergy. Maybe since you've been out of the house for 2 hours. No?
No, because you're the always first one to yell at me. Don't hug the dog. You're gonna
Quit
sneeze.
hugging that dog.
Yeah, had a great time with Jim Florentine. Had a good conversation. He was a lot of fun. So that's what it's all about in here. That's the kind of stuff that
you want to do.
that I like doing.
Good. I was happy for you.
And hopefully it brings us some stuff. Yeah, so it was I feel like I'm missing people. I mean, it just seemed like we had people constantly in and out of the room that night.
Yeah.
Did I miss anybody? No? All right, well, like I said, I want to get back to Bosie. I just want to thank Bosie.
Why?
Because Jeff, first off, I mean, we've talked about it a million times. He's always so supportive of anything comedy related on Long Island.
Yes.
And he goes to so many different shows, supports so many different comedians, and then he makes his time to come in here a lot too on Saturday nights. And not only does he come in, but he helps. I mean, you know, Florentine promised he'd come in. From watching the video, it looked like he was making a point to get over here because he was so late, and we actually stayed on because we were still hoping he was going to come in. But I think Jeff still was like Jeff goes out there to make sure people are coming in.
Yeah.
And not just the other night, but anytime he's here.
Yeah, it's very cool of him.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he had anything to do with it or not, but when Florentine walked down, Jeff made sure to Jeff was in the middle of the hallway, so in case Jim was going someplace else, Jeff wasn't going to let him. And then Jeff, you know.
So he scared him in here.
Pretty much. But
Yeah.
I'll take it. It worked.
He just said, I'm going to ask for a selfie with you unless you go in that door.
Funny you should mention that. That's one of the things I hooked up right there.
You want me to put that in there?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I didn't know if you were like now.
I was just laughing because you said you want me to put that in there. That just made me laugh. So yeah, there's Jeff. He got his selfie with Jim Florentine.
Very nice.
I don't know where their hands are in that picture. But yeah, and it's funny. It was cool on the video because you have the mic on for the hallway.
Yeah.
So just as Florentine leaves, you hear him go, like, he stops because Jeff was in his path again, and he just kind of looks at Jeff and goes, like, I don't know what Jeff was doing because you can't see Jeff in the shot, but Florentine just kind of stops, goes like this, and he goes, what's up, man? Almost like he was like, didn't know what this guy was doing.
Yeah.
And then you still can't hear Jeff, but then you hear Florentine go, yeah, of course. And then you see, all of a sudden you see Jeff's hand, but you just see the phone, and you see Florentine just standing like this. So Jeff got his.
All right.
It's great. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's cool.
Liz tells Andy to move into the doghouse. He's probably there already. Yeah, so it was just a great show. So thank you to everybody. And congratulations to Eric Tartaglione for a great show. Congratulations to Jim Florentine. Had a whole weekend of great shows here. Yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, and again, thanks to Jim Florentine. It was cool. All right, so what do you got?
I just got I got one good story, one funny story.
Well, wouldn't a funny story also be a good story? So
yeah.
You have two good stories.
So the funny story is, I want to find out where it was. I may not be sure where it was. So this lady, she's in, I don't know what state it is, but she went hiking.
Okay.
And she found an outhouse.
Okay.
And she uses the outhouse.
She peed or pooed?
I'm not sure what she did.
Okay.
She drops her cell phone in the outhouse.
I'm sorry, she what?
She drops the cell phone.
Oh, dropped her cell phone. I thought you said she dropped herself. I was like, what?
She dropped the cell phone through the hole of the outhouse.
Oh.
And it was like the outhouse where all you do is you look in and you see a bunch of like poo and flies. Like that outhouse.
Right, yeah.
Not like a porta potty or anything. Like, you know. But so she drops it. So she tries to like use a dog leash to get the phone out, and it's not working.
So she dropped it and she can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know how she's going to work this out with a dog leash, but it's not working. So she takes apart the toilet piece so she can kind of like reach down and try to grab it.
Yeah.
She falls headfirst into this outhouse.
Oh.
She's in there for 20 minutes because she's still looking for her phone. That's a lot of love for a phone. So she finds the phone and calls the fire department. And they get her out and they hose her down. And they wanted to take her to the hospital to see if she had like any toxins or anything. But she wanted nothing to do with it and she just like left.
I got nothing.
Can you imagine?
So wait a minute. So she was stuck, but she was how stuck are you if you're able to grab your phone and call 911?
She wasn't. She fell down like into the hole.
She just couldn't wrangle herself to go back up to get out.
Maybe she couldn't reach how. Maybe it was one of those. It was on a hiking trail, so maybe it was like a 6 feet down.
Yeah.
Hole.
So she was able to maneuver once she was down there.
Yeah, to find the phone that guess still worked.
So she falls headfirst into crap.
Head first into poopies.
And then gets herself situated and basically just sits in it until firemen can come pull her out.
Yes. And it took her 20 minutes to find it.
Liz Batapede, what a shitty story. Boshi says he gave Florentine the puppy eyes.
The puppy eyes to get the selfie.
Jeff was demonstrating his new physique and demonstrating how he poses for pictures now.
Yeah, because he's all thin now. Did he?
I'd like to see.
Well, I can't see from the thing. No, he didn't do that.
No, but he was doing that in the studio the other night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't remember?
He was flexing?
Yeah, remember Carla was making fun of him for all of his gym photos and stuff? So, but he did not demonstrate his puppy eyes. So, next time you're in here, Jeff, you got to demonstrate your puppy eyes. But we will have to be careful, because we don't want to end up falling in love with him, because of those puppy eyes.
Yeah.
So, face first, I would be puking, and then I would be face first in my own puke.
Can you
I mean,
imagine?
that would,
Yeah, I would just be puking and gagging.
I don't know if I would.
And just the embarrassment of having to call the fire department.
I don't know if I would go for a phone if it fell into that.
You want the phone after that? Well, I guess that was her only way out, because how is she going to get out? She would have been in there until, can you imagine if?
Yeah, but she wouldn't have fallen in there in the first place if she wasn't trying to get it.
Right.
That's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
it was
I don't
just
think I would have
sitting
tried
on
to get it in the
top
first
of the
place.
poo load. But can you imagine if she couldn't find it and she'd have to wait till someone came in just about to pee, and all of a sudden they're like,
whoa,
excuse me, and they have to look down in the hole. Can
if they're even looking?
Can you call?
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse,
yeah,
you'd be face first into that. Then you're just in it, and then all of a sudden somebody comes in who's not even looking, and they just pee on their face.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, that actually could happen.
Right.
I was going to say no because she took apart the toilet piece, but a guy would just go in and pee in the hole.
Right.
So she could have gotten peed on. Yeah. Man.
What was she doing? She was hiking?
She was hiking.
See, this is my problem with stuff like that. Like people that hike and jump off cliffs and stuff. Like, why? Why? Sure, the mountain looks beautiful. Nature is beautiful.
It's good exercise. You're supposed to exercise 30 minutes every day.
All right, well, you can exercise by running down your street.
Yeah, which is what I do.
Right. Why do you have to, go hiking on these crazy trails or jump off cliffs or...
When you're young, I think it's fun, but this lady was in her 40s. I would still do it in her 40s. I like hiking.
Oh, believe me, I've done my fair of stupid stuff, and I love the thrill.
You used to camp and stuff.
Oh, camping, sure.
It's nice being in the woods. You didn't take, when you went camping, you didn't take long walks or anything?
No.
I went
took walks, but not
skateboarding this
long
weekend.
You did go skateboarding and you were pulled by your dog.
Yes.
Your latest
My
dog,
horse.
Mike Rutherford.
Mike Rutherford took me skateboarding.
And if you've seen all the other shows of ours, you know who we're talking about. Our dog, Mike Rutherford.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go?
So much better than I thought it would.
But that's not exercise.
It kind of was because I have a gentle leader on him, so I don't want him to actually pull. So I would kind of get going, and then he would. But if I was lagging at all, I would do the work. I should put a
You should put him on the skateboard and you pull him.
I should put a because Shepard has a vest that she wears, but I don't. I'd have to readjust it, and I don't want to mess with what Sam does with Shepard.
Right, yeah.
So, but I should probably get something like that for Mike Rutherford.
You should.
Yeah.
Say we got probably around 12 o'clock. We have our friend Dom DeBarry coming in. It's his birthday today. You guys, I don't know if anybody was watching at that point, but Dom was on a few years ago for his birthday. I think it might have been our first year here. So that'd be 2018, and he came in for his birthday. Nice guy. Friend of ours, and he's going to come in and he really wanted to come back for his birthday. It was a big deal for him, so we said, okay, come on in at noon. So he'll hang out with us for the last half hour. So what's the second story?
Oh, so this is kind of a cool thing. In 1984, the year I graduated high school, Tracy Mears, she's a African-American woman. She was the valedictorian of her class.
And you weren't, since you can't even say the word.
Valedictorian.
There you go.
Oh.
You just stumbled the first time.
Yeah. So she, but because she was black.
I bet she still is.
They changed the wording, and the next person in line was a white girl. And you're the salutatorian, right? If you're the second.
Yeah.
So they decided that year they were just going to call it top students.
I'm sorry, where was this?
Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Springfield, Illinois. So she didn't get that title.
All right. I'm following this now.
Yeah, but up until that year, 1983. that
was
was
always
the title.
valedictorian.
Yeah, and then
And
the
then
year
they
after that,
they went back to it in
They went
85?
back to it in 85.
Wow.
And she's like, you see racism your whole life, and a lot of times you think it's just blatant, but it's always these little things that isn't a crime or isn't a physical injury or something that like pains you the most. She went on to graduate from she went on to become a professor at Yale.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and she was the first black teacher to get tenure at Yale. But it still like bugged her. And so they actually ended up letting her, like they changed her title. She went back to the school, they changed her title, and she gave like a speech there. And so it, she kind of was like.
So
it's an awful story, but it's a good story because they called the superintendent of the school district was like, yeah, what was that? And she just changed it all.
So in 84 when she graduated, they changed the title so that
top students.
So she didn't even get to give a speech?
No.
And now the superintendent that just changed it, was it the same superintendent from back then?
No.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's see.
It was probably a whole bunch of white guys. No offense.
What's amazing to me, because we, like you said, you graduated high school in 84. So 84 doesn't seem like that long ago.
Yeah, I
to
can't
us.
imagine that happening in my class.
You hear stories like that, you always think that's got to be 1940 or something, or the 1800s.
Right.
Like I'm shocked that something like that not only happened in 84, but they got away with it.
Right.
And here we are 38 years later.
Yeah.
And that's when it gets corrected. And
Right.
only because she said something.
Right.
That's amazing.
That's exactly right.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, it is a happy ending. So what? So this year she's giving a speech, and so she'll be attending their graduation ceremonies.
But they're actually doing a documentary on it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. She should go up. So it's graduation day in Illinois, and they call her up.
Yeah, right.
Why would it take 38 years? And why would it take her to say something?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would do.
Yeah. How dicky.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Yeah, she's clearly smarter than everyone else in the school. Isn't there anyone close? Can't we just lie about the numbers? No, she's clearly the smartest. All right, well, we can't say that. Give her that title. Like, why? What did it hurt?
Yeah, Liz says, I wonder what the salad, what is it?
Salutatorian.
Salutatorian. Because I got thrown off because Liz, I'm assuming the autocorrect changed it to salutation. So it threw me off. I couldn't remember the actual word. I have a story with a happy ending too, says Andy. Oh, and it still involves that dog you want to get. Salutatorian, right. Yeah, so Liz is wondering what that girl is doing now.
Yeah, right.
I wonder if maybe, is it possible, maybe it wasn't a racial thing after all. Maybe the salutatorian's dad was on the school board or something. And he just wanted his daughter to be the top dog.
I do not think so. I think that's what the whole documentary is about, is that it was just that.
Now, is this, they're making it or it's done and coming out soon?
Oh, I don't know.
Because, yeah, I'd like to watch that.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies.
I don't think we watched anything, did we? Did we watch anything?
We
I feel
watched,
like it was such a busy weekend.
We watched the first two episodes of Saul.
Oh, yeah.
Better Call Saul. Looks like it's going to be a very exciting season.
Yeah. I'm sad it's the last.
Me too.
Like, why the last? Like, what? I guess.
Well, how far are they going to go with it?
I guess good series. I guess they wrap it up when they're supposed to, not.
Well, it's 6 years, plus it's a prequel to Breaking Bad, so it's got to end at some point to lead into Breaking Bad.
I would love a story on Mike. I think he's my favorite character.
Yeah, but at this point, you would need somebody else to play him, which kind of ruins it for me.
Why? Because
the guy's isn't he around 80 in real life? What are
maybe.
you gonna do? You want to do a backstory on Mike? You're gonna
You
get.
can't. The best part about Mike though isn't the character; it's him. You know.
That's
so.
what I'm saying. So you need somebody else to play him, which would kill it for me.
I agree
leave
with
it.
you.
You got to leave it alone.
All right. Sometimes you just can't have things like that.
That's right. New Era Entertainment. The North American distribution banner launched last year by European genre specialist Devilworks is moving into film production and financing. First up for the company is Summer Prank War, or Prank Wars. It's billed as a Home Alone-esque comedy, which New Era Entertainment is co-producing with New York-based Gemini Films Inc.
What are you getting at?
I'm just telling you about this film that's being made, and there's a reason for it.
Okay.
It's a Home Alone-esque comedy which follows a family living in a neighborhood where pranks are very much a tradition. When the dad misses a work meeting due to a very messy prank, he forbids his 4 daughters from participating in any more pranks. But when one of the daughters is kidnapped, they go on a mission to save her prank tactics as a team. Oh, excuse me. They go on a mission to save her using the prank tactics as a team and are ultimately reunited with their parents. The film is currently in production in New York. The main cast includes Stephanie Bloom, who some of you may know from Gotham, comedian Carrie Louise, who gets around a bit. She's a great comedian. Some other people whose names I didn't recognize. So, New Era Entertainment was established by Devilworks in June of last year. It's a global film distribution and sales agency representing genre films and independents for North American distribution and the American market. Gemini Films is an independent production company based in Brookhaven, New York, which is out east. Its first film was in 2017, and they have some other films. The reason I bring it up is because Summer Prank War is the working title, or might be changed to Prank Wars. This is the movie that my son has been working on.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And this article
should have started with that.
This article just came out.
Lead with that from now on.
This morning, in the news app of your iPhone and your Apple products. If you hit the news app and you read the latest stuff, that's where it was. So that's the movie that my son is currently working on.
When's it come out?
Don't know.
Oh.
They're still filming.
Yeah.
My son has been practically living on the east end of Long Island for the month of April, filming this project.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's cool.
I thought it was cool. I'm excited. I'm proud of him.
Devilworks, though.
I know, Devilworks. Be careful. He is the devil. My son is the devil.
No, he isn't.
No. Carrie Louise, so I texted him this morning. I said, I didn't know you were working with Carrie Louise. We don't know each other, but I know who she is because she's a comedian. But he didn't know that she was a stand-up comedian. He just thought she was a funny actress, and he said she was a blast to work with.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool to see that article in the news.
Mm-hmm.
So all the best to him and the whole cast and crew of that movie. I hope it does well, and I'll have to bug him when it's done to get those people in here.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. All right, so... all right, I got a disturbing story. Well, not disturbing, borderline disturbing. Embarrassing story.
Embarrassing for you?
No. Well, yes. Embarrassing for all of us. Embarrassing for all of us as New Yorkers.
Did someone else fall headfirst into a bunch of poo?
That's just stupidity. This is worse, in my opinion.
This is worse?
This is worse.
Okay.
Should I talk about it, or should we show video first?
Oh.
Because one of the videos explains the whole thing.
How many minutes is the video?
It's 7 minutes.
Oh, geesh. Okay, explain first then.
If you're a Yankee fan, shame on you. This weekend, the Yankees were playing the Cleveland Guardians. The Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland Guardians.
Indians.
Guardians.
Guardians.
They're no longer Indians.
Oh.
They're now called the Cleveland Guardians. The Yankees were up at bat,
What stadium?
Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
The Yankees were up at bat. One of the players hit the ball, and it was going way out into left field. The Guardians player, he's running. He runs without hitting the brakes, man. He runs face first into the fence. And it's a hard fence, hard wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not padded in this
Why don't
particular spot. Well, because they have
pad that
there's
area?
like a graphic screen there or something. So he runs right into it. And he falls and he's hurt. So the other outfielder, the center fielder, comes out to get the ball and continue the play.
Okay.
They finish the play, so now they can call timeout and tend to this player who's injured. So the other outfielder is standing there. Another player from the infield comes walking over, along with trainers and managers, to see if this guy's okay. It's on the above the wall where the fans are sitting.
Mm-hmm.
They're now yelling things and they're making fun of this guy for getting hurt. And
Yankee fans?
Yeah, Yankee fans. Yeah. So from what I've seen, they have not said what exactly was said, but there were apparently a couple things said that were very off color that upset the players, the Guardian players who were standing there.
Yeah, it's so brave to say things when someone can't get to you.
One of the players, he actually jumps up on the fence, pulls himself up with one hand, and he's holding himself for a good 30 seconds while he's yelling at some of these guys. He comes down, and they start throwing bottles.
Great.
Yeah, and cans at these guys. They get it under control. Now, I believe it was... I think this is all happening in the same inning, which was the 9th inning. So, and I think it was the very next batter, or it was, again, the same inning, so I don't know if it was the next batter or not, but it's the 9th inning. The Yankees were tied. So now this player comes up, hits the ball to right field.
Yankee player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hits the ball to right field. The right fielder doesn't get the ball, and they had a man on, so that man scores. Yankees win.
Okay.
So now the Yankees are getting all excited, but in the midst of all this, their celebration of their win, the right fielder, he's now getting bottles thrown at him. The Guardians have lost. Now,
and it's a whole different group of people.
Yeah. The first one was left field. Now this is right field. So they're now throwing bottles there. The center fielder who was, in the situation, he now runs over and they're throwing.
He's like, what the?
They're throwing bottles at him. Security and umpires come running out immediately. They're trying to stop it. And the Guardian players, I mean, they
won.
Right. They want to get at these guys so bad.
Yeah.
So they're yelling and screaming. An umpire grabs one of the outfielders, kind of like goes to like turn him to get him out. He gets hit in the back with a water bottle. It looks like it's almost full.
Okay.
If not completely full. To me, it's such a disgrace. First off, you don't make fun of a player who just got hurt. I don't care if it's another team or not. First off, it's just a game. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, of course, we joke around. We joke around with the visiting team. We don't want them to win, and I've been to plenty of games where I jokingly tease the if there are fans sitting near me from the other team, I will jokingly play with them. I can't tell you how many games I've been to.
Yeah, you
where
take
we mess
baseball
around
very seriously.
We just pick on each other, and when the game's over, we shake hands. Hey, that was a lot of fun. Thanks,
Right.
pal. All the best to you, and you move on.
Sure.
But to get to that point where you're going to throw bottles at them, you're going to make fun of them for getting hurt. I mean, when somebody gets hurt, that's a completely different situation. Everything stops.
Yeah.
It's not about your silly little team that has really no meaning in your life.
Right.
This is about, this guy, God forbid he's really hurt. He's got a family to support. You don't want anything to be, career ending. You don't want it to be a concussion or anything. Liz says, disgraceful. I'm embarrassed to be a Yankee fan. Yeah, it was awful.
Which video? There's a
I'll explain it.
12-second, or which one do you want loaded first? The 12-second or the 7-minute?
Yeah, the one you have loaded up now
Okay,
is the
right.
one. And it's John Boy Sports. These guys are great. We've played some of their videos before. They're very funny with their breakdowns of games and stuff, but when they talk about this, they bring up a lot of interesting points, and it's dead on, and these Yankee fans should be embarrassed. Now, the second video that I have is somebody's cell phone footage from right field when this was happening. And the reason I wanted to show that too, so again, the first video we show is 7 minutes long, and John Boy talks all about it. He brings up points. He kind of focuses in on some of the main offenders in the seats. But then the second video, the cell phone footage from right field, as the Guardian player is yelling, from this footage, what you all of a sudden you just see a sea of hands going like this.
Wow.
And again, this is appropriate. This is okay.
Do you think when something ever happens, because obviously they could figure out which fans they were, does anything ever happen to them? If they throw a bottle and hit someone and the guy has a concussion, do they ever press charges against the fans?
Well, yeah, it doesn't even have to be a concussion. You throw anything onto the field and you get caught. Yeah, you get arrested.
Are you banned from the? You shouldn't be able to come back to the stadium.
Some people
we don't
have
trust
been
you anymore.
Some people have been banned depending on the offense. For this, I hope they do get some of these people, and I hope they ban them from attending any major league ballpark.
Yeah,
any.
Just watch things from home. Throw things around your own house.
But that's something I've always been curious about. How do you enforce that?
I don't know, because it's not like you ask for ID.
Right, they don't get facial recognition. You got 40, 50,000 people walking to a ballpark.
Maybe you have to threaten it, if you do come back in, you get a $1,000 charge or something. I don't know.
I'd like to think it's already $1,000 charge, and then if they get caught again, maybe it's jail time. I don't know, but I hope these people I hope they get all sorts of punishment here. It's awful.
Should I run it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yankees and the Guardians are in a pretty good game. Guardians are up by 1 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Donaldson leads off against Clase. 99 inside ball, 98 outside ball, 98 outside ball, 99 low. That's a leadoff walk. They pinch run Timlo Castro. He's fast. He immediately steals second base during Hicks's at-bat. Hicks gets out. Gallo gets out. They're down to their last out, and it's up to IKF. 100, that's a strike. Doesn't get called a strike. 99, kind of the same spot. That gets called a strike. 1-1's the count. Fouls back the 100-mile-per-hour pitch. 1-2, strike away from winning the game. But Kiner Falefa says, no way. Takes the 100 and puts it up against the wall. Kwan with the great effort, but Tilo scores. The game's tied. Kwan's busted up. Kiner's ecstatic. Look at this effort. If he caught that, would have been a game-ending catch. Goes face first into the fence there. So that's just a metal fence, and it's not a soft surface behind it. And you can see him say here, one Yankee fan yelling some ridiculous shit, celebrating the fact that he got hurt, maybe rooting for him to be more hurt than he was. And you can see Mercado here step around and go address people in the outfield. And then you can see Straw and Mercado trying to defend their buddy Kwan, pointing out the guy who's saying it. And then Straw is going to climb the fence to get in his face. And one of the guys in the gray shirt kind of backs up a little bit. Now here's Mercado and Straw's take on all of this.
Kwan was a little shaken up and had some cuts in his face, and there was a specific Yankee fan in left field that was celebrating Kwan getting hurt. You can't say stuff like that, especially when someone gets hurt. So I just let him know. I was like, listen, man, you can chirp all you want, but don't celebrate someone getting hurt. That's classless. That shouldn't be a thing.
Kwan is the nicest guy on the planet. That's my teammate. That's my brother. And some of the things that were said to him just for me wasn't going to fly. So, my emotions got to me a little bit. But, at that point, I feel like as a Yankees fan, you got to be excited for your team. You should be cheering. And you should never prey on someone's, the guy went head first into a hard wall. There's no business for saying the things those guys said to him. And, it got to me a little bit. And I said what I said. And, if I were to do it again, I probably would have said the same thing. That's my guy. And, at that point, just cheer. Be happy your team tied the game up and be a normal baseball fan and just enjoy what's going on. They can chirp all they want, but when someone's hurt, you should never really talk the way they were talking to him.
So obviously we don't know what he said, but we know that the kid behind them is throwing up this pussy sign, which maybe, if you throw that up, it pretty much confirms that you are what you're accusing others of being. Hiding behind someone, throwing that, thinking it's something. And then the guy that's been filming it, and hey, where's this footage, dude? You have some cool footage. Trying to get like a fist bump out of him as he leaves. Just a bizarre scene. You can see this woman up here. She's like, why are we doing this? And these guys are talking shit. Now, who knows what Straw said? Probably like, shut the fuck up. Don't talk shit to an injured player. It seems like that's what they're saying. And then these guys, these three guys, man, they just couldn't be more proud of themselves for doing nothing at all. The guy throwing up the sign stays throwing up the sign like he's doing something cool. Just the least cool thing you could do. Look how proud of himself he is. And then he's going to throw it again. Man, what a loser. The umpires come over and they're like, all right, you're good, man. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, they were wrong. Mercado's talking to the other ump, letting him know, like, ask him. He'll tell you. He'll tell you what he said. Meanwhile, the game's still going. It's a tie game in the ninth. There's one out left. Gleyber Torres, 5 career walk-off hits, most in MLB since 2018. He's pinch hitting against a dude who throws 101 on the first pitch. Strike one. That's a ball out on an off-speed pitch. Off-speed again. He gets the strike there. Gleyber turns, says, I kindly disagree, but all I can do is smile and swing at the next pitch. Hope you have a good day, Blue. And off-speed again. Pokes that through the outfielders. Now watch what happens here. A beer can gets thrown at Mercado. Just one beer can. Now we're not in left field. These aren't those kids over there. This is just brand new people. The Yankees win, and they throw a beer can. Now maybe they weren't aiming at him, but it came pretty close to him. So on the bottom right, you have the Yankees celebrating the win. Then you have Mercado picking up a beer can. Another one comes at him. He catches it. He's fighting with fans. Yankees are celebrating. Beer cans are raining down. It's a weird scene. It's a bad scene. Bunch of asshole Yankee fans throwing beer cans instead of celebrating. We're not talking about like 2 fans throwing empty beer cans. We're talking about there's like 20 beer cans plus that end up on the field and water bottles that are full that aren't like, and this ump's going to get hit right here by a beer can in the back that had beer in it, and then a water bottle that has water in it bumps. It's bullshit. And it's I don't know. Don't throw shit at players or on the field, ever. But to do it after you win is just pathetic, because what did you buy the ticket for then? What are you there for if your team wins via walk-off and you and like 30 of you throw beer at the other players? You're just... And then we got another loser here going after Mercado. You suck. You suck. You suck. And his wife is grabbing his arm like, stop. You suck. You suck. And then he's going to go with the L on the forehead, takes off his hat to make sure he can see it, and he's going to start screaming, L. L. Loser. God damn, you are what you are accusing them of being. If you use these hand signals non-ironically, it is so embarrassing for you. Just pathetic. And then look at this. This dad is like grabbing his daughter because it's a scary scene. So look what these assholes are doing. If you're one of the assholes that threw beer, look what you did. You hit a girl, and now the dad's got to protect her, and she's scared, and that's the scene after a fucking walk-off win of the team you went to see. And they keep going. Now Rizzo comes out. Cole comes out. Rizzo goes straight to Mercado, probably says, you good, you good, you good. Cole goes and tries to help out. Judge and Stanton go to right field to try and get the fans to stop. Glaber's like, my moment's ruined. Pinch hit, walk off. You dicks. And they're like, stop. What are you doing? G's like, that's not cool, guys. It's so easy to not embarrass the rest of your fan base and not embarrass sports fans and not be a fucking dickhead or a loser. It's really easy. Step 1, don't do the pussy sign or the L on the forehead sign unless you are 12 or under or living in 1990 to 2000. Step 2, don't root or clap for an injury. Step 3, don't throw shit at the players. I hope all of the people that threw something are never welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Yankees and the Guardians are in a pretty
good... It's amazing to me that you get people, like it's one thing to have one or two people that are idiots like that, but when you get a whole section of fans like that, like they're all equally as stupid, all equally as destructive. Like, how does that happen? Like this whole section thought it was funny or a good idea to throw things at these guys?
And the poor kid who ran into the chain link fence. Like, who puts up that kind of fence when someone's going to, outfielders are always, banging against the back wall. You'd think they'd put on something that's, like, soft. But his whole ear was all red. I probably got, caught in the chain link fence. Yeah, it's
Chris
awful.
Williamson, good job by Judge running into right field leadership. Yeah, absolutely right. And I think Rizzo got there first, but yeah, you're right, by all of them. Chris, thanks for watching. We talked about you before. What a fun show you guys had the other night, even though you trash Hicksville, you son of a bitch. Yeah. So, that's a shame, man. That's a real shame.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, I hope they can grab the footage so they can see. But even that, I mean, you look at the footage, you can see faces, but how do you know who they are?
Yeah, but the guy had just the outfit that he wore. He comes to these games, He
had a jersey. What do you mean?
Well, he had like a Yankee jersey, kind of like when you wear your Mets jersey when you go to games. So I'm sure he's come to more than just one game a year.
So yeah,
they probably know him.
But like I said before, how do you enforce if you're banned from a stadium? How do you enforce that? Same thing. So you see the face, but what are you going to do? You like check out.
You don't
every
think they
fan when
grabbed
enter
him
the
at
stadium?
the end of the game?
I think some people may have been grabbed.
Yeah.
I think it would have been hard to do because the game was over at that point. People are leaving. People are all over the place. I do think it was probably. I bet you that most of them were not caught. Unfortunately, that's my guess. I could be completely wrong there. But
yeah.
Either way, it's awful. That was awful.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine you're trying to catch a major league, ball, and you're worried about getting hit in the back of the head.
Right, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
And it's just awful.
Does that happen like other stadiums? I know Boston doesn't have a great reputation sometimes.
Yeah, things like this do happen. Maybe once or twice a year, unfortunately. I remember back in '86 when the Mets had that big fight. If you're a baseball fan or a Met fan, you remember Ray Knight having that big fight with Eric Davis. It was just a crazy game. Extra innings and players playing positions they don't normally play in because people were getting pulled and switched, which the Mets won that game. But yeah, fans were, throwing things, and the owner had to post something on the big giant screen. Please don't do this.
Please stop throwing bottles at the players.
I remember Tommy Lasorda managing the Dodgers years ago, and he pulled the team off actually, it happened a few times where teams have been pulled off the field.
Yeah.
Because they're in jeopardy. There's one umpire who made a bad call, and people got mad. They were throwing stuff. They had to get that umpire out of. They've completed the game with 3 umps, but they had to get that ump out of there. And even sometimes when the teams get into brawls with each other,
you're right.
If it comes in, if they're fighting near,
fans,
sometimes fans get involved.
Yeah.
Which sometimes maybe
I could see that.
But that sometimes is a good thing. Because usually the players then stop fighting with each other and then they turn on the fan. Because it's like we can fight with each other, but anybody else outside our circle gets in, that's a no-no. And now we protect each other, and that will stop the actual fight from continuing. So.
And I guess what bothered me is that he wasn't even the Yankees were winning. It wasn't even like they were mad or anything.
Well, they right. It was just to throw it in their faces. Yeah. Yeah. Which is a shame, which is awful.
Hello,
but on
Dom.
to bigger and better things. Dominucci!
How are you?
What's up, buddy?
How do I tell my friend to log into this? What do I tell him to look for?
They could look on YouTube. Go ahead. I'll wait till you're ready to.
All right, I'm gonna
type it.
Forward it.
Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah. Go to YouTube. You can copy and paste the link.
Hold on. Let me get to his name. Here we go. All right, so
Okay.
where do I write?
All right, well, well, get out of that. Go to YouTube.
I'm not sure if I can on like this because the Wi-Fi. Oh wait, yeah, okay. What do I do now?
All right. Let's see. Type in Govs, Govs. Oh, you want me to type it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
just
you're probably
do it for him.
faster than I am.
Hey.
Hey, Sallie, how are you?
Hey, birthday boy.
Do I put
33.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to put
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Since you're 33, you can make all decisions yourself now.
Okay, what do I do now?
Oop. All right. I'm just going to lower the volume. Okay. So, share. Oh, there we go. Copy link. Let's go. So where were you? You were
In messages.
Yeah, go find the guy again.
Okay.
Chris
Okay, right
Williamson
here.
said, I
All right.
always think in 1979 when the Boston Bruins went into the stands of Madison Square Garden and were fighting Ranger fans, Mike Milbury was hitting a guy with his own shoe. Yeah, so
Right.
so are there
Mike
like
Milbury was a nasty son of a bitch, and yeah, he he was attacking the fan. Yeah, and you know you had the Ron Artest fight in basketball.
Because you
what,
know
like
what's
10,
going to
15
happen.
years
They're
ago?
going to have to put up plexiglass, like where like fans, because you have to protect the players, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have a nice stadium when everyone can like lean over and be a part of the thing, and then now there's going to be like plexiglass up, because
Yeah.
you can't
And who wants to watch it
you
through
can't
plexiglass?
guarantee a right fielder isn't going to like take it, you know, a bottle in the head.
Speaking of bottles in the head, I don't know. Dom,
Fine.
33 today. The
Yes.
big 33. Happy birthday, pal.
Thank you.
How are we celebrating? Hookers and cocaine?
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, what are you doing? How are you celebrating today?
Well, me and Dad went out to breakfast this morning.
Oh,
first.
nice. Where'd he take you?
The CJ's in
Oh, in Rockville Center.
In Rockville Center.
I love
the waitress
CJ's.
sang to me. I took a picture with her.
Nice.
You can see it on my Facebook later.
Okay.
She came, sang to me, and she ordered me to sit down because as I was leaving, she was like, "Sit down now." Like, because she was having a surprise for me. I was like, oh, okay. Did I do something, or is she having a surprise? It was a surprise. It was a nice bowl of. It was a cup of ice cream.
Nice.
And she sang
Nice.
"Happy Birthday." Thanks to my
does she
my
look?
waitress friend Danielle out there.
How does she look?
Great.
Is she hot?
Yeah. Here, I think I got the picture right here. See?
Oh, yeah.
You want to put her
Nice
up?
girl.
You want to show everybody?
Sure.
Just
Here, give it to Tony. He'll
Yeah,
get it
I'll
right
hold
next
it
to the
back.
camera.
Just say,
Which
very
one is it?
amazing waitress at CJ's. Very thoughtful, very sweet.
How often do you eat breakfast there?
Once a week at least.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
Isn't that kind of far for you guys?
the coffee and the home fries, you don't want to go anywhere else. Because at CJ's they
Yeah.
have. Ooh, I'm sorry.
You didn't
Oh, that
touch me.
was okay. Just want to make sure. So at CJ's they have fresh coffee beans. It's not like the powder that they put in all these crappy places. It's fresh coffee beans.
right.
And it tastes so good. The home fries are there. Like me and my dad can't have home fries anywhere else.
Really?
CJ's, oh my God, it's like the old style home style,
Yep.
old school home style.
How long you been doing this? Going to CJ's?
Probably about a year now.
Oh, okay.
Or since the summer at least.
Oh, all right. So it's still a fairly new thing because these are fairly new owners to the place.
Yeah, the one guy just sold.
Chris and John.
Yes. So
C&J.
John moved to Florida now.
Ah.
So this kid named Pete bought it now. He's
Okay.
35, nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so most of the same staff is there, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Crystal too, that was a waitress at CJ's today too, that
Very nice.
said happy birthday to me too, and it's really great.
I used to eat breakfast there every day. Years
It's
ago.
so
Years ago.
amazing.
When John and his brother Chris owned it. Yeah. They were.
Oh,
And the food was great then too.
Tonight I'm having Piccolos in Belmore for dinner.
Yep.
Bringing 2 friends and Dad. So
Are you eating the Dominucci?
no, they didn't put it on.
It's your birthday.
I
How's-
told them to, but they forgot to put it on.
Piccolos and all right. First off, go to CJ's if you're in Rockville Center in that area. Check them out; they're fantastic. And then if you're in the Belmore area, which is a little more east, Nassau County, South Shore, right on Sunrise Highway, Piccolo's. Fantastic restaurant, fantastic place. They're good people there. And they have a meal on the menu named after Dom. It's called the Dominucci. What's
Veal
in that?
Dominucci.
The veal Dominucci.
Here you go. Here's the paper thing.
So oh, there it is. Veal Dominucci. Dominic's favorite oversized tortellini stuffed with tender veal and beef, cooked in a Meyer. What is that? Meyer poi. Where'd it go? Right there. Mirepoix.
I don't know. Yeah,
right.
I've never
I
seen
saw
that word.
It's with meat sauce.
Okay. Brushed with a buttery garlic cheese glaze, then served tossed in a special some kind of sauce, pairing pork and beef. A triple play for meat lovers. Oh, that's heart attack right there, man.
There we go.
How good is that?
It's very good, and he named it after me. I've been there 17 years now.
Working there 17 years. Holy
Ever
moly.
since I was 15.
Wow.
And
the health department still hasn't shut it down?
No, we do good business, and we take care of our people, and we...
Yeah, I was joking because you worked there. That was...
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So who are the two friends going with you and Dad to dinner?
My dad, my Aunt Christine's coming tonight, and my friend Amanda. So that's
friend
good.
Amanda. Oh,
Yep.
All right. Very nice. But at what point do you ditch the aunt and your dad and have some real birthday fun?
That's funny. I plead the fifth on this conversation now. But today's looking pretty good. My dad got me a video game for my birthday this morning and a Visa gift card. He gave me extra.
Nice.
I didn't expect the Visa card. I just expected the video game. So
Okay.
he gave me more, which was pretty cool. I guess he really wants to keep me busy for the next 3 weeks while I'm still home.
That's right. Well, that was going to be my next question. How you feeling?
A little sore, but other than that, I'm good.
Dom had hernia surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're friends with him on Facebook, you could look at some disturbing pictures of Dom without a shirt with bandages on him.
Thank you.
I have a hard time when I think of that picture. I feel a little sick.
That's how people feel when they look at you in the Tarzan outfit, pal.
What Tarzan outfit?
Remember that Photoshop picture you had of the Tarzan outfit?
Yeah, but it's
you wore?
Photoshopped.
Yeah, but still.
I'm not actually really showing my junk. Andy says it's carrots, onions, and celery. But how do you pronounce that, Andy? Mirepoix? 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 You don't know? You worked there. You don't know how to pronounce it?
What the
Mirepoix? It was on your
on the thing?
on the ingredients on your menu choice there.
Let's see. What do you say, Moipox?
Moir.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
You see it?
Oh, on Mirepoix.
Right, but how do you pronounce it? Do you know?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Well, that's what I'm saying. You should know. It's your sandwich.
The meal, yes, but I'm just happy he named something after me after all these years.
Absolutely.
He knew me ever since I was a 5-year-old boy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, as a customer there first.
Oh, okay.
The funny story is that, and you're gonna like this story too. Me and Dad used to go to Borelli's in East Meadow, right?
Sure.
So when I was younger, back then they closed on Mondays.
Right.
So
yes.
we wanted Italian food this one Monday, and they were closed. So my dad went in the phone book and found Piccolo's. And
Oh, wow.
That's how we became good customers of there, and that's how I worked there. And you've seen the people, you've eaten the food there,
I
and
have.
you've seen how everybody treats me like I'm the king over there.
Nice. Yes,
and
they
it's
do.
really amazing, and it feels like a second home. I will honestly say that.
But you get treated like a king almost anywhere you go. How do you pull this off?
I guess just be a good person, that's it. And try to help others.
There's got to be more, because there's plenty of good people, but they don't get treated like a king when like you do.
Because I try to see everybody as an equal and try to be good to everybody, even if they have really special needs. I always try to do my part and help them out even more.
Nice.
Because, that's what being a good person is, just helping other people. And I've seen improvements in people, haven't you, Tony?
Absolutely.
In our, more people that have talked to me in the special needs department are more sociable in activities now.
Sure.
Because of me, and I try to make them feel nice and welcome. And
that's right.
I always put a smile on everybody's face.
You do. You're good at that. That's why we call you the mayor. All right, let's see. Oh, mirepoix? That's how you pronounce it? The P sounds like a Q.
Mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
Poix.
Mirepoix. That's the word of the day. Mirepoix.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw that in anywhere.
Was Chris going to call in?
He said around 12. He said he'd probably around.
Is other phones on? That might.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah.
Chris of the band Track 9, who was in here with us a few weeks ago, he might come back. He said he might come back next week sometime, which would be nice. That would be fun. Chris is a great musician.
And a great friend.
Absolutely.
And so is my friend Tony here. Really great, amazing person. I'm really happy to know this guy. Always puts a smile on my face and always makes me feel welcome.
Oh, well, don't say that until we're done.
Oh, okay.
Because you never know.
Fair enough.
So did you think that people wanted to see you without a shirt on Facebook?
I don't know. I guess they rather look at me without a shirt on than you, but that's okay.
See, but at least I photoshopped my face on Tarzan. He's a good-looking guy.
All right, so you want me to Photoshop mine on Arnold Schwarzenegger? Then I'll put that on.
At least, yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes. Or
there are worse things to look at without me on a shirt. With me without a shirt. Remember that time at Donna's house?
At what? Donna's house?
Yeah, Donna Simeone. Once Peter ran. Oh, okay. Peter Million ran through the sprinkler with no shirt on. He looked like a hairy ape, like literally. Like you thought. And Matt Pope on our yeah, he was at Donna's house too. Donna and Joanne looked like they were ready to throw up on that one.
That's great.
I go like, happy birthday, ladies. I said that to both of them. Tony knows that I'm very good at pranking the coaches, too.
You are. Yes, you are.
We will never forget that time that we pranked Frank Simeone. Remember when I brought the Windex and the roll of paper towels? Say, here, use this. Man, you'll make some better calls.
Yeah, because he was refereeing the basketball game.
Yeah, and his wife egged me, and Donna egged me on to do it more.
Oh, she knew about it?
She's the one who egged me on to do it more.
All right. That's funny.
It is.
Elizabeth brought up the spelling again. She said that the P is a Q, so it's Mirepoix, not Mirepoix. Mirepoix.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I've never seen in any word a P pronounced like Q.
Me neither.
Mirepoix. Really? Huh. All right. Well,
at least today's a okay day. It's not raining. It's not. I mean, it's overcast, but it's still good.
Yeah, it's still nice. And it's
still nice. It's not too hot. It's not cold. It's not that cold either.
So, and what? Because you're going to be celebrating outdoors somewhere?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, it's nice to not drive in bad weather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm just driving locally right now. Yep. I'm still recovering because I'm trying not to overdo it.
Right.
Oh. And,
would the doctor be yelling at you at all the... Because you showed up at... You didn't play, but you showed up at basketball. At bowling, rather.
And baseball yesterday.
You showed up at baseball, you didn't play, and now you're here. Would the doctor be upset with you right now? Or did he say this is okay to do?
Well, he told me to walk around a lot, so that way I heal a little quicker, I guess, so everything moves correctly again, or whatever you want to put it. Like you said, it would make it heal a little better. Because when you're stiff, you're not going to really heal if you're stiff.
Well,
if you stay in one spot and you're not moving to help yourself.
Well, when I'm stiff, it usually is to help myself. So,
how'd you get the hernia in the first place?
We don't know, to be honest.
And this is your second one.
Second one. I have a feeling it was from my job because I've been doing the same job for 17 years, carrying heavy things. Every job I've had 10 jobs my entire life, all manual labor. So It's got to be that, the sports. It's got to be entitled to everything, I would think.
So is there a retirement coming your way in the sports world?
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Teasing.
I know. Probably when I hit 50, then I'll talk about retirement.
See, now they're all going crazy about this word. A mirepoix is also known as the Holy Trinity in French cooking. It is the base of a large amount of different dishes.
He's right, because carrots, onion, and celery is the base for my lentil soup.
Oh, the lentil soup that everybody's raving about.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the best lentil soup ever.
Well, good morning there, Jerry. Jerry says he can't stay, but he was just saying, but he wanted to talk about Liz and Melissa on our show the other night. All right, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, Jerry. So the doctor's telling you to move around.
Yeah.
When are you?
Somebody's phone went off.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, it's one of my dog clients, so I have a phone. I have phone sounds for.
What sound was that?
It was a dog barking.
So is that what that was?
Yeah, because my dad has the ringtones for like that too.
Oh yeah,
like certain ones for like me. He has like a
like I have my kids
for me when I'm calling him,
Right,
so that way he knows to pick up like that. With his dad, it's a duck quack quack.
My sister, I have a duck because I was trying to get. My sister loves birds and she loves to watch birds in the backyard. So I was trying to find a bird sound, but the closest I could find was a duck.
Was a duck? That's
so now
fine.
Cindy just quacks at me when she needs something. I have you on the old fashioned ring, just that's you.
Oh.
And then I have both kids on like the same sound.
Mine should be like porn music or something. Bow chicka bow bow.
I should do that.
You should definitely do that.
I'll change it. That's very funny.
So the dog barking.
That's all my dog.
Which his father has too. So was his father calling you?
Nope.
No, my dad has the dog barking on his brother.
Oh yeah.
When my Uncle Ralph calls, that's his ringtone when he calls my dad.
But I'm suggesting that maybe when he's calling Sallie has him
sure,
set up
why
for
not?
Right.
He'll call her.
I love your dad.
He likes everybody here.
Joe's a good man. He
Yes.
must be for putting up with this guy.
I know. I bet if I asked your kids, they would say the same to me.
Yes, they absolutely would.
I know. So, but now I lost the train of thought.
It happens.
Mirepoix.
Now we're getting into the. Like everybody's going nuts over like this pronunciation. Wow,
which is good because then I learned something because
you're never too old to learn something new, right?
Right, especially in my case, and most of our viewers are smarter than me. So
me and my dad also love coming to see your murder mystery pictures, which is also amazing. You got me involved last time, and I appreciate that.
Right, when we did the show here at the Giggle Room, you guys were here for that. Yep. I appreciate you guys being there.
Well, we love to support you. You're a good man, and
thanks.
Can't complain one bit, even if I tried.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
It was. I always have fun with you, Tony. You're always so nice and Sally's always so sweet and stuff too. And I have
Sally who?
I could be sweet.
You're marrying her, right? so I would say you dug your own grave. No, I'm just kidding. But just watch, otherwise you're gonna have the pillow and the couch later. So
absolutely right.
That's the one good thing about being single. I answer to no one. Why?
Well, for now.
That's true. But she's got you by your nuts already.
Oh, she's a scrappy little thing, man. She kicks ass.
But I'm just saying, I just love answering to no one. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the coaching going for your team?
For our baseball team, it's going well. We had practice last night before we went out.
That was
we're working hard. We got our first game next week again. Well, not against your team, but against
the other team. Yeah, but you'll be at our field though, I think.
No, not next week.
Really? Oh,
no, they're
so
coming to us.
They're coming to you next week.
Are you coming to us next week too?
I'm not sure. Next week is May 1st already.
Yeah, May 1st.
Yeah, I think we're coming to you,
Yeah,
but I won't be there. But
oh, you're not going to come watch?
Probably not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll.
There's a lot of sound effects there, but I didn't get a single sentence. What was that?
I don't know. I just spaced out a little bit.
All right. So the question was, are you coming to the game?
Probably not.
Okay.
Is that a better answer?
That's a much better answer. Yeah.
Exactly.
We could just sit here for the next 15 minutes and just make sound effects.
That's true. That's how you make money, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
so you're not going to come watch the game?
no, I'm probably not.
What, 3 o'clock game time? That's too late for you?
Yeah, it's past my bedtime.
Yep. You should. What if they asked you to ump? Would you be able to do that? You could probably. Because you're just standing there.
because he'll be like all over the place. And
I guess I could.
No.
Hey,
no, because I've seen him play. He doesn't just
That's true.
passively.
You're right.
I would but I don't think they
jumps
would
and-
yell at me as much as they yelled at you last time.
Yeah. I bet you they'd
You got
never ask me
yelled
to
at?
ump again. Was it last year or the year before?
Last year or something.
Whenever
Nick
it
was giving you so much problems, and so was Dean a little bit. Everybody's yelling at you.
And Anthony's mom.
Oh, really?
She got on me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So
you should have called. You should have called like animal control. Just kidding.
Oh my God, we were done. Were we done or did we? I forget what happened. We were there to play. Me and Sammy. I took Sammy there to play. But I think maybe not enough people showed up, or it just went quickly, or whatever.
You guys finished before us, and I think
but
they
we started at the
asked you.
same time, so that's why I'm confused.
Well,
So
maybe you didn't have enough
Maybe you have
people,
less people, so like
or nobody showed up, and they asked you to ump.
Yeah, it was something weird like that where we had nothing going on, but we were there, and you know what? That's right. It was that. Were you guys either starting later than usual, or we were starting earlier than usual? We were finished, so Sammy said she wanted to stay and watch.
Okay.
Which is fine with me because I love staying and watching the games.
Exactly.
So
you always say it's not a game unless if I'm on the ground, right?
Well, even if you're umpiring, you'll find a way to fall.
Thanks.
So, so they see me and Sammy, and they say, "Are you done with your team?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Well, we need an ump." I was like, "Okay." So Sammy, she was by herself. I just walked out. I had a lot of disputed calls.
They were mad at you a lot?
Way. Yes, they were mad at me. Now, I asked the coaches after the game. I said, "Was I that bad?" And they said, "Actually, no. But even the questionable stuff, at least it was consistent. Like if a ball was low, even if they felt it was too low, I still called it every time. I didn't call it a ball, then a strike, then a ball, then a strike.
Right.
Like they said I was consistent, and that's a part of baseball. You have to, if an umpire is making certain calls, you have to make those adjustments during the game so that you can hit or catch, whatever it is you're doing. So I guess I was just calling low strikes.
Okay.
And there were a few times I was getting yelled at. And the thing is, I knew or know 95% of that team.
Sure.
So they were getting upset with me, and I felt bad. But I was just calling it as I saw it. I wasn't being...
What would they say to you?
Well, I felt bad. There was one guy who I'm not going to name. He struck out towards the end of the game, and he had, I don't want to say meltdown, but pretty close to it. And I felt bad. And
They
I know
throw bottles at you like at the
yeah, they threw
Yankees?
bottles at me like the Yankee game the other day. Yeah.
Were you wearing your glasses when you were umping?
No, I did not have my glasses.
Oh, that's
at the
why
time.
you were making bad calls.
It could be. It could be. But yeah, and then
I would probably ump.
Yeah, you'd
Sure,
be a
why
good
not?
ump. But then this one boy's mother, they also attend our basketball program. So at the next basketball game, she walked in and she's giving me the stink eye.
Really? I
And I
thought
was-
she was going to apologize for her
Oh,
kid.
no. She gave me the stink eye. I said, "What's the matter?" She goes, "We're never." She's something about you ruined my son's game or something. I was like, "Whoa!" And
wow.
I think she was joking, but Chris Williamson, Tony is not Angel Hernandez. Nobody's Angel Hernandez, Chris.
Yeah, you
Worst
should. I mean, you
umpires
shouldn't
ever.
have to change how you're playing for the ump, right? That shouldn't happen in like regular.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is.
Like when
Yeah.
he was umping, I was the only one not giving him lip. I'm surprised he didn't throw me out of the game because I kind of passed gas on him.
Well, yeah, Don was pitching and I was standing behind the pitcher's mound.
And then he farted on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were actually joking around and stuff while you
I
were
know.
pitching.
I think
had
I
fun
might
with
have
that.
let one slip, but at least you didn't fall to the ground, so that's good.
I'm used to that smell from you, so.
Thanks.
There was one call that I got right that one of the players got mad at me. There was a runner on second,
Okay.
and the batter hits the ball.
No one on first?
No one on first. The shortstop gets the ball.
Mhm.
He throws it to third. No, I take that back. The ball was going towards third, but the shortstop grabbed it and he stepped on third base. And then the runner slid into third. He's safe.
Right.
So the player got upset with me. What do you mean he's safe? I said, there was no
Wasn't a
force.
force.
I said, you had to tag him. He said,
Yep.
no, he was out. I said, no, you had to tag him. He looks at me, he goes, that's a bullshit call. And I looked at him, I said, take it easy with that. And as he turned around, he said it again. That's a bullshit call. And I did.
You're out of here.
I got mad. Well, I yelled over to the coach. I said, I am not putting up with this language from him being disrespected during the game from him.
I was right this time.
That's right. This is the only time
I've
I'm
been
right, so shut him
I've
up.
been wrong for an hour and a half, but I was right this time.
Yeah, umps don't always have it easy. I'll
Oh,
give
yeah,
you that.
absolutely right.
Because the last week I was playing, like on my other team, guy got thrown out for excessive bad language.
Oh, yeah?
And he actually wanted to go deck the ump.
Now
the ump. But the point I'm trying to say is the umps. I agree they put up with a lot.
Yeah.
But like they don't allow the bad language.
Right.
Like, I may have said damn it once or twice and apologize. Because you say damn it, it's fine.
Yeah,
but,
that's okay.
But I still, acknowledge that I might have said like
right.
Like damn or shit because I got hurt or something.
In Major League, can you if you cursed, you get thrown out?
Not
Not
automatically, but they don't put up with a lot of it. It's not so much the cursing, it's if you're whatever you're aiming at the umpire, you can call him stupid. He'll throw you out.
Oh.
Exactly.
If you said shit because you didn't like the call, shit, they'll let that go for a minute. But if you turned to him and said, you're a shithead, no, you're out.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, they threw the one guy on my team, they threw him out. He got suspended for like a week because he was fighting with the swearing. But we had to get like 5 guys to calm the guy down.
Yeah, but sometimes if it's like a special needs event.
This wasn't
like
special needs
blurting.
though.
Yeah,
I'm talking about my other team is not special needs.
Oh, okay.
These are
plays
normal
on
people.
another softball team. But that team, I would think the umpires have it easy. Because nobody on your team can catch or hit, so I would think they just got to stand back and just.
Man.
I have never seen anything like that. This team.
Really?
Sammy and I went to go watch them last season.
Uh-huh.
Dom was the only good guy on the team. Dom's a very good softball pitcher.
Yeah. I've seen him pitch.
But
he's pitched to me. He's a good pitcher.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So,
at the PAL
picnic,
softball game.
Yeah.
But the idea in softball is not to strike somebody out. You're not throwing fastballs that somebody's going to miss.
Sure.
In softball, you want to place it just right so that they hit on the ground and it'll be a ground out or be a pop out.
Right.
So, so they're hitting Dom, but they're supposed to. But man, this team, the most routine catches.
Wow.
I mean, these guys couldn't do anything. And I was floored. And I turned to his dad. I was sitting with Joe, Dom's dad, and I turned and I go, is this real? I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Are they trying to lose?
One guy, and you're supposed to catch a ball, they always tell you, use two hands, right? The mitt,
Yeah.
the bare hand behind. This guy did it the other way around.
No.
And then he had to come out of the game because when the ball hit his bare
hurt
hand,
his hand.
it hurt. So he had to come out of the game.
Uh-huh.
I mean, these guys weren't catching anything. I mean, they had to forfeit the game in the third inning. It was 27-0.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it still that way?
Yeah. I mean, the last game I played, the first game was 2 to 29. And then when I pitched the second game, it was 9 to 29. So we did slightly better.
Right, okay.
But I mean, I enjoy being on both teams because it gives me
It's
a
fun.
workout one
Right.
way or the other.
Right.
That's all and
That's what it's about.
We
You just-
all
right.
just need both teams just need more practice and more everything, but everybody else is pretty much good. I mean,
more practice and less beer.
Sure. Why we weren't drinking beer?
I don't know. That those guys weren't drinking that day?
No.
So what's their excuse? They
Too
just
much
bad?
candy?
What's that?
I was gonna say candy.
Too
That's the
much
only-
candy.
That's the only other thing I can think of.
Is
We
that
weren't drinking?
Is that code for weed or something? Too much.
No.
These guys are actually eating Hershey bars or something on the side.
I don't know, but I'm just saying. But we do need to,
Maybe you need to drink more beer.
Yeah, maybe we'll play better. No, I'm just kidding. But we do need to do some improvements. But we have gotten better this season.
Okay.
I will say that we
Yeah.
have made a better. We're actually on. You know how I could tell we're a better team? My other team, the
You're not
the
losing
Masturbators,
27-0.
is the name of my team.
Did you hear that?
The Masturbators?
That's the name of the
Yes.
team.
The
But
Masturbators.
yeah, it's
Why?
supposed to be with fishing.
Right.
But they screwed up our
Masturbators.
jerseys. They don't have the fish with the hand. It's supposed to be a hand, a guy holding a fish.
It's just a hand.
It's nothing.
With like a jar?
What I'm saying is it's supposed to be a guy holding a fish. So, but they forgot to put that on the jersey. So now it just says Masturbators on the front and somebody's nickname on the back.
Right.
So now everybody's head's going to go down the gutter for that one, I think.
He said head. Talk about masturbating. But masturbator.
For like fishing.
Right.
Because they all love to fish a lot.
But that's spelled differently than the other masturbator. So
okay.
So
but
that
they
helps
may
a
have
little bit.
spelt it right, but people are still going to think
Yes.
something. But the
love
point
it.
is,
I think it's great.
we've gotten a lot better because we're on the score now. Like before, like last season, we weren't even on the board.
So so you're saying the masturbators are getting better hands on the wood.
Pretty much, yes.
On the back.
Yes, that and we've gotten a lot better because we're actually on the board now. What I'm saying is we're not like there's no zeros anymore. We
Right.
at least have like a couple of runs. So
And if they're- right.
I'd say we improved like maybe 5% a lot better. I mean, we're a lot better.
Scoring runs is always a good thing, but it doesn't really make you a good masturbator. If you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're a good masturbator on your team, but you're not a good masturbator if you're scoring runs. Because if you score runs, you're not masturbating.
You're totally throwing this all. I'm totally getting confused, but that's okay. That's okay. But as I was saying, so I mean, we've gotten a lot better. I mean,
I'm glad. You couldn't be much worse.
I guess we could if we had enough weed. I guess we could be a lot worse. No, just kidding on that one. But the last game I pitched 2 weeks ago, I did when I was pitching the second inning.
Yeah.
Like I got the 3 up, 3 out.
Oh, nice.
2 innings in a row, so it was quick innings. And my teammates actually make fun of me because they say do the dom. Like when I dive for the ball, they say do the dom.
Do the dom.
Which is pretty cool because then it became a whole thing.
Well, it's always a thing. Dom has a habit of falling down at every sport.
I've watched him play basketball and baseball.
And how many times did he fall down when you saw?
Basketball twice, once baseball.
And when he plays flag football,
I've never seen that.
He runs so hard that his pants falls.
Oh yeah, I remember my pants falling.
Suspenders.
I should, but you saw the full moon when the moon wasn't out, huh?
No. I had the fortune of not being there for that.
You were there for one of them, weren't you?
I was?
I thought you were for one.
If it was a full moon, trust me, I remember. I'd be in therapy.
Chris said I was in the red zone because I had red underwear that day when he was reffing.
My mother just texted me, said, "Happy birthday, Dom."
Thank you, Ann.
Yeah, happy birthday, Dom. Yep, that's from Mom. She's watching. So he falls down at everything. That's what I said. Even if he's umping, he'll find a way to fall.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I haven't fallen at bowling yet.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You've never
the only
ever
person,
or this year?
Ever.
Mm-mm.
Never have. Sometimes I'm surprised that one kid on our team, Patrick, never fallen. Yeah, because we both said because
of the way he throws.
Yeah, exactly.
This kid throws like on the bowling scoreboard, it'll show like how fast you threw it. This kid is in the upper 20s every single time.
Wow.
I mean, it's a bullet. Boom.
Yeah, he really throws it good. He really throws it fast.
And there's a lot of movement on his part, so it does look like he's going to fall a lot.
Yeah,
but he hasn't. But and we're speaking of bowling. Sammy's on Dom's team, and they're in first place right now.
Yes,
You guys
and
are always in
I
first
go
place.
down, even though I'm out for another couple of weeks, I still go down and try to support the team. We're doing pretty good. Sammy is our new anchor, I think. Right?
And
I would
then-
say anchor, right?
Sure.
Anchor's
Yeah, that works.
a good way
Yeah.
of putting it.
Yeah.
Like-
that was a proud laugh because you're
Okay.
talking about my daughter.
Yeah, I was trying to do a compliment, not an insult.
No, 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 I
But,
didn't-
like, I think, like, here would be the positions on the team if we had to label them. Sammy would be the anchor. I'd be the captain because I'm the only one who keeps the cool on the team. What? It's true.
No,
You always
it is
tell me
true.
how
It's true.
she yells at you every time she messes up.
Sammy yells at you when you mess up.
She
when
doesn't
messes
yell
up?
at me, but she gets mad, and then she won't. Yeah, she doesn't
She
want to
takes
talk
it
about
very
it.
seriously.
Yeah, exactly, and like
She's
so
a good
does
bowler.
so do the Chris's sometimes, but they're really good. They just got to stop beating themselves up. That's all. I mean, like, I'm not gonna go there and yell at anybody. I mean, I've even had a couple off games. I don't get discouraged over it, you know. And I try to help everybody on that team. Like, sometimes I don't know what to say to, like, you know, the Chris's sometimes, because sometimes you try to tell them, you know, don't beat yourself up, but he won't let you get one word in sometimes.
Well,
but
yeah, I hear
but they're both two of my good buddies, and you know, that's why I always try to help them. You know.
When's the last time you guys weren't in first place?
Wow.
This
Do
year?
you remember, Tony?
No, like you guys win every year, don't
Well,
you?
no, we won last year. We didn't win the year before.
No,
really?
the year before we didn't. The last time we won was when Justin was on the team. Like the first time.
Right.
So
So that was like 3 or 4 years ago, I believe.
well,
Right?
maybe. I'd have to look at the trophy. Just remind me.
They
and
definitely
I'll-
didn't win. Yeah, so they came in first place last year.
Last
They
year.
definitely didn't the year before, and I don't think it did the year before that either.
No, I don't think so. I'll
Right.
remind me. I'll look at the trophy when I get home, because I have it in the display case. The two
Right.
first place ones, and the most improvement trophy. I
Oh,
think
you
gave
got
me
that one year? I
Yeah,
don't
you
remember.
gave that to me last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got 2 trophies last year.
So yeah, so we got about a month and a half left in the season. So
Cool.
we got
Yeah.
our fingers
Good luck.
crossed.
So
and it's
hopefully-
close though right now.
It is close, 'cause you
Each
said we
week,
won.
They're neck and neck with another team.
Oh, that's
so
why Sammy's getting mad.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, she shouldn't be, but
It's just a game.
exactly.
She's gonna
But
go punch that other team right in the face.
sure, just go to him first if you're gonna punch anybody. I'm just kidding.
That's cool.
No, it's all good. It'd be an improvement.
You're proud of yourself on that one.
Yeah, kind of. Hey, come on. You know our lovely sense of humor towards each
Absolutely.
other. If we didn't like each other, we wouldn't say half the stuff we say to each
That's
other.
right.
Because, am I right? Nobody can take a joke half of the time, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
But a lot of things go on at our special needs programs. We always have a lot of funny stories to tell. Remember that time that one kid took a drink of Todd's drink when he was just sitting there? Remember that? I'll
Yes.
never forget that. And when Frank used to massage you, that used to be probably the highlight of everything.
There was something definitely weird with this guy Frank. He used to at bowling, only at bowling.
He didn't do it at basketball a
It would
couple
only
times on the bleachers?
No. What he did at the bleachers, that's a separate story that we'll get to in a second. You were there for that.
Yeah.
But at bowling, every week he would come up behind me, sneak up behind me, and start massaging me.
Yeah. And it was an adult male.
Oh, this was
Like,
one of the coaches.
he's one
yeah,
of the coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, what in the world is going on here?
Yeah.
Man,
And then he did it so often that other people started teasing you about it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
why does Frank keep coming up and massaging
And
you?
then there was one time.
Yeah, we were sitting on like the bleachers at a basketball game. We were sitting, you know, where
In the
your
front.
where your feet are on the ground. And so Frank was coaching, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he walks up right to me and Tony, and he just looked like he was gonna fart on us. Like we didn't know it's exactly what it looked like.
And he
did
did
this.
f-
All of a sudden he was
Yeah.
like,
Well, right.
and we didn't know what to do. We were like, whoa.
He came over to say hello, and then he turned around and bent over, and his ass was right in our face. So I even said to him, "Frank, are you going to fart? What are you doing?"
We were both like, whoa.
And what did he say? Was he tying his shoe?
He goes, oh, I was going to tie my shoe. But he never leaned down to tie it.
Like, yeah, he never went down that far. Like it was. And then there was another time at bowling. I had a Hershey bar,
Yeah?
and I'm eating it. He came right over. He actually grabbed it like I'm eating it. And I take a bite, and so I'm holding it like this. He actually grabbed it, broke off like a big chunk for himself, and ate it.
You should have led with that story because that's enough for you.
Exactly.
To like
Hey.
write someone else for life, you'd be mad.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Hey,
Don't touch your French fries.
Don't my French fries or my chocolate.
Or your
I'll give up a
chocolate.
kid before you can take my French fries or my chocolate.
Right.
Well, at least.
Hey, listen, I gotta go because I have an appointment at
Yes,
1.
we're-
but
we're
I,
actually gonna sign
I
off in a
know,
second, but-
yeah,
Okay.
Dom, happy birthday.
Thank
Everyone.
you. So, remember that time at the PAL thing, Tony, where Matt ripped out a donut out of Devin's hands?
I don't remember that.
Oh, okay, he did that.
Why
a
did they?
couple-
Did he get upset?
I'm sure Devin did.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
You know,
yeah.
Nick's little brother.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you do that for a little kid?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's a lot younger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But never have done donuts when Matt's around because there's going to be nothing left. You know that. Remember that time we brought Munchkins and him and his father were just like literally picking out
Well,
everything?
when we had Sammy's birthday, we Chris Williams said, "Steal my candy, lose your fingers." That's right, Chris. I hear you. Yeah, when we had Sammy's birthday last month, we brought the
Munchkins.
Munchkins, thank you. And I gave almost a whole box just to him and his father because they eat them like they're going out of style, like they'll never have them again. So
wow.
Yeah, I gave them almost a whole box.
That was smart. And I think they get starved maybe. Maybe that's why they go for the whole box. That's just my opinion on that one.
That's funny. All right, so we're gonna get going in a second. So, you enjoy this club. So, tell me some of your favorite shows that you've seen here.
Oh, well, I saw the One Murder Mystery with you. I've met a bunch of comedians here.
Yeah, like who?
Gilbert Godfrey before he died.
Well, it wasn't after he died.
Yeah, that's true. Tracy Morgan, he looked really great. My other friend,
you were here for Tracy Morgan?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Tracy Morgan, Jay Moore.
Oh.
Uncle Joey from Full House. He actually made fun of me when I was here.
Oh, yeah?
Because I handed him a copy of his picture. He goes like, "You went to Kenko's and had this printed out first, didn't you?"
Mhm.
Is that because he wasn't really signing autographs too much, but he was nice enough to do it
that's
for
nice.
me and other people because people just hand him stuff while he's on stage.
Right.
I met Norm Macdonald too.
Oh, no kidding.
Like before he died too.
Yeah.
Anyone else? My other friend Kathy Arnold's a pretty good comedian.
Yeah, she's great.
She is.
She's great. She's here a lot.
And I give her, and I hope she's still fighting to be cancer free, and I wish her nothing but healthy and survival and being cancer free.
Yep, absolutely.
And I give her a lot of credit for being a fighter.
Yep. Yeah.
And I
That's cool.
love coming here, and I'm really glad to get me involved and Dad involved, and you've truly made me a happier person too, and I'm proud to know you, and
Right back
and
at
I'm
you,
happy
pal.
to be and I'm glad we're friends.
Me too.
You're a good guy and never a dull moment. Well, it's the truth.
Yep.
I mean, like, we have a bunch of moments at PAL. I mean, that we could probably make stuff up so that would, hey, you know what? I think sometime we should put on a show here with half of the stuff that goes on at PAL and see how many people laugh about it, right? What do you think? You think we can make some money?
No.
Why not?
We'll just get in trouble for making fun of our
that's
special needs
true.
family. So
Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess we'll have to get a drop the mic or something.
Yeah, right.
Well, hey, that's an idea. I mean, two people I think want to actually challenge me to that. Like your son definitely wants to.
Yeah.
And Chris, the other Chris, the one who says we should put his face on all our shirts.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, that's just roasting everybody in general.
All right. Well, so all right, so you're going out to Piccolo's with your aunt, your dad, and some friends, and then you're going out after that too, or no?
No.
No, just dinner tonight, huh?
Yeah, just dinner
Why?
tonight.
No craziness on your birthday, huh?
No, I mean it's better off. I mean I'm still recovering, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not looking to go back for another surgery. Come on, I'm already probably paying this guy's car already.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I mean,
Same doctor for both hernias?
No,
Oh,
two
okay.
different ones because one put in a mesh the first time, the other one did it robotically this time.
Oh, okay.
But it was 2.5 hours. Oh, God. But still, I'm happy that I'm able to walk good right now.
Were you knocked out?
Yes, for 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me see here. All right. So, well, happy birthday, pal.
All right.
Hope it's hope you have a great dinner tonight with your family and friends, and we're gonna sign out of here. All right. So today is Monday. We got Steve Squared tonight at 6:30. There is no flip tracks tonight. So Steve Squared at 6:30. Then we're back here tomorrow for Tuesday trivia. Comedian Sean Brown will be in here with us, and our pal Aaron Foss will be in here tomorrow for Tuesday trivia. Going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, we got Good Times, Bad Times with Joey Petroni tomorrow night. And the return of Hershey and the Keegs tomorrow night as well. So keep it locked here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Happy birthday, pal.
Thank you.
All right. We're out of here. We'll see you later.